God is taking the stress of provision off of you. He is activating a Manna Mandate in your life, which means your needs for today are already met, supernaturally. This is a prophetic word for the person who is consumed by anxiety about the future. You are constantly worried about tomorrow's bills, next month's rent, next year's tuition. Your mind is a relentless calculator of future lack. This constant state of financial anxiety is a prison. It steals your joy, drains your energy, and chokes your faith. God is delivering you from that prison today. He is inviting you into a new way of living, a new covenant of provision called the Manna Mandate. It is a promise of daily, supernatural supply that completely eliminates the need for future worry. The stakes are your peace of mind and your ability to live fully in the present moment. God wants to free you from the tyranny of what if, so you can embrace the miracle of right now. To walk in the Manna Mandate, you must understand the 3 revolutionary principles that God taught the Israelites in the wilderness. These principles are designed to dismantle the spirit of anxiety and build a fortress of trust in your heart. The first principle is that God's provision is a daily gift, not a yearly salary. When the Israelites were in the desert, God provided manna from heaven every single morning. It was just enough for that day. They were not allowed to hoard it or to store it up for the next day. This was a radical lesson in daily dependence. God was teaching them to trust Him for today's provision and to believe that He would be just as faithful tomorrow. This is a difficult principle for our modern mindset, which is obsessed with saving, investing, and securing our own future. While those things have their place, God is calling you to a higher level of trust. He wants you to wake up every morning with a simple, confident prayer. Give us this day our daily bread. Imagine the feeling of being a beloved child whose loving father provides a delicious, nourishing meal for you every single day. You don't worry about where the food will come from tomorrow. You simply enjoy the meal that is in front of you today with a heart full of gratitude and trust. This is the peace that God is offering you. He is inviting you to live one day at a time, trusting in His daily, faithful provision. But this requires a significant shift in our work ethic. The second principle of the Manna Mandate is that our work is to gather what God has already provided. The Israelites did not have to create the manna, they just had to get up in the morning and gather it. Their job was not production, it was collection. This is a profound truth. Your job is not to be the source of your own provision. God is your source. Your job, your business, your investments, these are not your source. They are simply the channels through which God's provision flows. Your work is to be a faithful gatherer. It is to show up, to do your work with excellence, and to be attentive to the opportunities that God provides each day. This principle takes the pressure off. You no longer have to strive and struggle and worry about making it happen. Your only responsibility is to faithfully gather the provision that God has already made available. Think of an apple picker in a vast orchard. His job is not to grow the apples. It is simply to pick the ripe fruit that is hanging on the trees. When you operate under the Manna Mandate, you see your work as simply picking the fruit that God has already grown for you. This posture of restful, faithful gathering eliminates burnout and anxiety and fills your work with a sense of peace and partnership with God. And there is a final, beautiful principle. The third principle of the Manna Mandate is that there is a special, double portion released for a day of rest. The Israelites were commanded to gather a double portion of manna on the 6th day, so they would not have to work on the Sabbath. This is a promise that when you honor God's principle of rest, He will honor you with a supernatural overflow. The world tells you that you have to hustle 7 days a week to get ahead. Heaven's economy says that when you take 1 day a week to rest, to worship, to be with your family, God will supernaturally multiply your efforts from the other 6 days. Your obedience to rest is an act of faith that unlocks a greater level of provision. It is a declaration that you trust God's ability to provide more than you trust your own ability to strive. The Manna Mandate is a radical invitation to a life of peace. It is a divine strategy to break the power of financial anxiety over your life. It is a call to live in the present, to work from a place of rest, and to trust in a God who is faithful to provide day after day after day. Stop worrying about tomorrow. Your daily bread is waiting for you. Go and gather it. If this message has brought the peace of God to your anxious heart, subscribe. We are here to help you learn to live in the daily, supernatural flow of God's provision.